Okay. Hello, everyone. So I'm Jennifer, and I'm the VP Student Life of the Simon Fraser Student Society. And basically, we do a lot of engagement activities and student advocacy, like tuition freeze now. Like advocating for tuition freeze, advocating for pass, credit, no credit grading system. We also provide services like the UPass and the health and dental plan, and of course, host fun events like this workshop. So before we get started, I also want to acknowledge that the SFSS is located on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coquitlam, and Katzie nations. And unceded means that these territories have never been handed over, sold, or given up by these nations. And we're currently situated on occupied territories. And I know we're all like kind of coming in from different places. So this is a handy little website I use to check whose lands I'm on. And of course, you can always learn more about Indigenous peoples and their histories with this free course that I'm also linking in the chat. All right, so now I'll hand it over to Fumi to introduce herself and Lagoschop, and then we can get started.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys have an amazing day. My name is Fumi Oshati, and I'm gonna be a chef for today. I am the owner and executive chef at Lagoschop. Lagoschop is an online restaurant and a catering company here in Vancouver. And feel free to check us out, Lagoschop on Instagram, on Twitter, and visit our website whenever you have the time. Today, we'll have an amazing thing to make. I will be sharing one of my favorite and top bestseller recipes with you. Okay, so stay tuned, please. Feel free to ask me any questions if you have one, and follow along. It's good to have you guys. Okay, I'm gonna be starting right now. I'm gonna introduce everything we're gonna be needing, and please make sure you check if we have them. So of course, we have parboiled rice. This is the rice I'll be using. Amazing. So it can be parboiled, like already cooked, right? Or it can just be raw. Either way you have it. I believe Jennifer's one is cooked. I'm not sure. So this one is a long grain parboiled rice. You can also use basmati rice. It's also one of my favorite rice to use. Next, I've got canola oil right here. So we're gonna be using.
Wait, am I supposed to have that much oil?
No. So we're gonna use some of it. We're not going to be using all of that. We're gonna be using some of it all for cooking the rice and some for frying. So that's why I just have some of it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so my friends are coming to visit after. That's deep fried.
Okay.
My friends are coming to visit after. That's why I'm making this much rice. So yeah, I've got tomato paste. So this is gonna serve about 4 to 5 or 6 people. But if you wanna cook for yourself and just you and your partner or just 2 people, feel free to message me. I can just look up recipe and calculate them and send them to you. So this is one of my, excuse me, I'm gonna remove this. This is one of my favorite curry and thyme to use. This is curry and then thyme. So this ones are like Nigerian brands, but then you can find some from your Walmart, from Walmart, from any Nestle's, anywhere you can get curry and thyme. That's it, but these are my favorite ones to use. So over here, I've got tomatoes and bell peppers and onions. There you go. So I've got onion. I'm gonna be using one above. I've got tomatoes. Roma tomato is one of my favorites to use when cooking jollof rice. But then you can use the beef steak tomatoes or any other tomatoes you have available to you. I'm also gonna be using red bell pepper. I love red pepper. One of my favorite things to snack on.
Wait, is this going to be spicy? I can't handle spice.
No, so you have options of making them spicy. So I don't have the chilies right now. Canned tomatoes will do. Canned tomatoes will do, but you have to blend them really, really fine, you can use that, but I wouldn't suggest you use that, but sure. If that's what you have available, that also works. So we're gonna be using this Maggi cubes. So these are the Maggi cubes that I have, but these are my favorite to use because they just give me like the original, flavor that I'm used to back home. But if you have like a different stock cube, you can also use that one. Jenny, which one do you have?
I did not. I couldn't find it, so I was gonna ask you, like, what should I use instead? I don't have any like cube things.
You can use this, or there's a Maggi. Does Maggi also have like a liquid seasoning? You can find that in Esther's, like any local supermarket next to you. It's like really small. It's also written Maggi on it. It's the same company, but it's liquid. That one also works, right? But this, guys, you usually find them from like the local African stores. That's where you find them. I believe there's a new one that just opened in Burnaby that's really close to you. So when you're craving African foods, definitely visit them. So we're gonna be using bay leaves. We're gonna be using bay leaves. I believe she has that. We're gonna be using some bay leaves for flavors too. Yes, I use that one also. And yeah, some salt. We add that. And after that, it's all for jollof rice. And for our plantain, this is what your plantain should look like. Yeah, so there you go. This is what your plantain should look like. I'm just gonna be using like 3 of them. Like I said, my friends will visit it later. So.
Okay, this is not plantain, but I don't know, like I just have this.
Those are bananas.
Yeah, but they're so small and cute.
They are. Those are bananas. You can, some people fry them, but you eat them like that. But these guys, you have to fry them. So we're gonna start cooking. Please feel free to ask a question as you go. If you have any question or you're confused about one thing or the other. So I washed my vegetables ready. Sorry, my kitchen is a little bit small, so I'm just walking around. So what we're gonna do next is, if you have a baking tray, you can get your baking tray ready. I can't see.
Oh, people are saying that the Africana market on Kingsway will have all the ingredients you need. But I live in Surrey, so far from everything.
You have like all of the African stores next to you, Jenny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to Google this.
Yeah, a lot of them are in Surrey. Majority of them actually are in Surrey. So.
Because I went to Fruticana and I just got tomatoes.
Where do you live in Surrey? That's the question.
Yeah. I don't know. The only stores near me are like Save on Foods and
yeah. Guys, it's so aware about like the stores. Look at Taste of Africa, or just say like African Superstore. That also works. So what you want to do now, get your baking tray, right? Line it up with parchment paper or tinfoil. We're gonna wait for you, Jerry.
No, it's okay. I'll speed run it and like catch up.
Okay, sounds good. So we're just gonna cut the vegetables. I'm cutting my onions right now. Ooh, good. There you go. So you just want to cut your onions like anyhow, really, because we're gonna grill them. So I want to let you know that this step is really optional. This step is really optional. So cut your onion, like you can just cut this like into 4. I don't know if you can see.
Wait, there's a question in the chat. Somebody's asking, is there anywhere I can get ethically sourced non-Chiquita or fair trade plantains in Vancouver?
Sorry, I think I might have to read that.
Yeah, sorry, my pronunciation is probably really bad.
Sorry, I'm just gonna pull up your question. Is there any way I can get gravy sauce naan? What is chiquita? What does that mean? Or a trade fair plan in Vancouver? Honestly, I'm not sure because I haven't searched for that yet. So, oh, the brand. Okay. No, I'm not sure. But if you go to the African stores, you can definitely ask them if they have the brand you're looking for. I'm sure one way or the other they should be able to attend to that. I hope I answered your question. So I'm just gonna cut the onion into 4, right? I wish I had one of those, Jenny.
Every single time I cut onions, I have to do this. I don't want to cry on camera, so.
Hi. Okay, so now I can see everyone. Amazing. So we're gonna do the same thing to the tomatoes. So you can just cut them into 4 or into anyhow you want it, to be honest. It doesn't matter. While you are at that, you can put your oven at 350 to be eating up at grill, sorry. Put your oven on grill. How many onions? Just 1. So the recipe right now that I'm using is only going to serve about 4 to 5 people. But if you're cooking for just yourself or 2 people, you can just use like a medium, a small size onion, or you can use like the medium size and cut it into 2. That works too.
Wait, can I see your onion pieces?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm using
you. I can't, like, this is so bad. I hate having glasses. I can't see anything.
You can just, Jenny, you can cut your onion into like 4 as long as it can fit into your blender. That's okay.
Wait, does it have to be super fine, or can I just like chop it up into big pieces?
Yeah, just chop it up into big pieces. So show me your onion bulb.
Like it looks like this, but then I have rings.
Okay, just cut them into 2. That works first. Just cut them into 2. Okay, you're gonna tomatoes. I'm using 5 pieces. Someone asked how many tomatoes I'm using. I'm using 5. Like I said, the amount that I'm using right now is for 4 to 5 people. So you don't have to use as much as I am using, as many as I'm using. Okay, so I'm done with my tomatoes. So the bell pepper, you can literally just like cut it that way. Just tear it apart.
Wait, so for the onions, this 1 onion chopped like this is fine. And then for the tomatoes, chopped into 4 pieces?
Yes, you can just cut it into pieces. So the onion you're using, you have an entire bulb, right? Correct?
It's just on my cooking thing right now. Okay,
just put all the onion that you have on the tray too.
Oh, okay. Like
on the
also, I didn't have grill on my oven, so I just put bake. Is that okay?
It's gonna take a long time, but yeah, it works. It serves its purpose. So what we're doing is usually you can blend up your mix. So we're gonna be using red bell pepper, tomatoes, and onions. And if you want it spicy, you can get like the Scotch bonnet and add it to it. But I don't want it spicy, so I won't be adding Scotch bonnet. So basically, I'm trying to reduce the water content in the vegetables before I fry them up. That's why I'm going through this process. But you can blend them up and then boil them, like just boil the mix, the blended mix, boil it, and just for like 5 or 10 minutes, just to reduce the water in the mixture. But I like to go through this because it also helps me to incorporate like the smoky flavor that I'm looking for in my jollof rice. That's why I like to go through this process. You got it?
Wait, sorry, where do I put my tomatoes again?
On the tray. Everything goes on.
Okay.
Yeah, everything goes on the tray. Your bell pepper, your tomato, onion goes on the tray.
Wait, but if I cut them into smaller pieces, won't they be like boiled faster or something? Or like cooked faster?
That also works. It doesn't matter the sizes, but you can just do that. Okay. Make sure you remove the seed from. Yes, if you have Scotch bonnet and you're using it, it also goes on the tray.
Isn't a Scotch bonnet like alcohol? Or is that just Scotch? I don't know anything about cooking.
Scotch bonnet is a type of pepper.
Oh, is it the spicy one?
Yeah, spicy.
Oh, that's why I can't handle spice.
Okay. So I'm just gonna cut the bell pepper. You can cut it anyhow. You can just use your hand to like cut them. So I just use a knife. You can just tear it up this way and like tear it up that way. Like you can just use your hand to like tear them out. There you go. The shape does not matter because we're still gonna blend them up, right? So that's why. So I know some people might have like, you know, frozen bell pepper at home. You can also use that. It doesn't matter as long as it's frozen before you put it on the tray. I washed my vegetables already, so that's why I'm just stirring them out without washing. There you go.
Wait, can I show you my tray so that like I know I'm on the right track? Yeah.
You can see everyone's
Oh, looks like that.
okay, awesome. Yes. Just like,
is that too many tomatoes?
but yes, you got it. Yes, yeah, yes, that's perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna, hold on, I'm trying to fix so I can see everyone at once. Give me a moment, please. Okay.
Oh, also, is curry powder okay?
Yes, you can also use curry powder, but it won't give you the, you know, so my requires you get like the Nigerian curry. I like the Nigerian curry because it actually gives you right flavor. But you can also use curry powder. It works, but it adds another like, you know, flavor to it that it adds to the rice. But that also works if that's what you have. It's still gonna come out nice and delicious. Promise you that. So I'm just gonna rinse my bowl real quick and now.
Oh, I also set my oven to 375, if
Okay.
that's okay.
Yes.
Also, somebody's asking where we can purchase Nigerian curry in Metro Vancouver.
Oh, there is an African store in Plantain, and I'm sure they do delivery. Also, you can get them to deliver your spices or anything you want. Like I said, if you want a recipe that you're really looking forward to, maybe I posted something and you really like, you can just message me and I'll write the recipe for you. And if you need the ingredients for them, then you can order them through, you can call them and, ask for, I believe the name of the store is Beautiful Ashes. So you can just call them and they will deliver the spices or anything you need from the store for you. Or you can just take a trip down to Surrey or take a trip to Bonavito and, you'll be able to get the spices you need. But they definitely sell them here. Okay, so you want to put your, do we all have our pepper mixture on the tray? Right? Okay, sounds great. Let me just confirm other people do too. Okay, the videos are now on. Sounds great. So you want to put that in the oven. You want to put that in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. You don't want it burnt, you just want it charred. You want to put it on grill, but if you don't have grill, you can also put it on bake. And all you just need is the water reduction to come out of it, right? So we're gonna leave that in and I'll continue. So I did my mixture already, just so we have less time and it can be, a little bit faster. So this is what your puree should be after you blend it. Can we all see that? If you guys can turn on your videos so I can see after you blend it, so you don't burn it. I can smell it through the screen. Thank you. It smells amazing, actually. So hi guys, I can see you now. So it actually smells amazing. Why I do this process again is I make the smoky Nigerian jollof rice. I like it to be smoky because that is the party vibes. That's what you want. You want to be cooking in your house and the next neighbor is smelling it down the road. That's the vibe, right? So in order to incorporate that, usually jollof rice is mostly made on a wooden, a cookout. You use wood because you want that wood flavor to be incorporated into it. But because we mostly use gas cookers and all of that, yeah? So that's why I do this method, by putting it into the oven to incorporate that smokiness into the sauce already. Jenny, you're finishing your tomatoes.
It's just from the can, but it's so good.
I know. So yeah, the bell pepper mixture with the onion and tomatoes, when it comes out in about 15 minutes, honestly, in about 5 to 10 minutes, your entire kitchen is already smelling amazing from the grill. But you want to blend it up. Do not add water to it. So the mixture, I know blenders can be a lot of headache. So the water that comes out from the mix that is on your tray, you want to add it to the blender. So don't throw the water away. I know we're supposed to remove the liquid, but you also need that water. So when it's right, yes, you can use food processor as long as you can get it smooth. The idea is for us to get a smooth, consistent. That's what we need. So I have 2 of those here. I want to wait for you guys for your mixture to be, done. So questions now. If you have questions from me, let's bring it in while we wait for the bell peppers to, get ready.
Okay. Sorry, I had a question, and there's also a question in the chat. Is it okay to use a food processor instead of a blender?
Yes, I answered that. Yes, it is okay.
Oh, right. Sorry. I also have. Yeah, I have an immersion blender. Is that okay?
Yes, as long as you're safe with it and you have the bowl for it, right?
Yeah, I have I was planning to put everything into this pot and then just blend it.
And yeah, that works best. Okay. That works too. all we need is the smooth consistency, and that's all we're, you know, chasing after. Karen, am I pronouncing your name right? Karen or Karen? I don't know. I'm sorry. Am I saying it right? Okay.
Yeah,
you got it? Okay, sounds good. Trying to make sure everyone is okay. Do we need sauce? Do we need to salt the mix before reducing it? No, absolutely not. The salt and seasoning that we're gonna be doing, everything will be in the sauce. So that's what we need. So while we're waiting for the bell pepper and you know the mixture to get charred, you want it to get charred and not burnt. So if you look closely into my sauce, you'll see that I have like a little bit like dark, like black bits inside there. I don't know if you can see, right? So that's from the charred bell pepper. You don't want it to get burnt. And that smells amazing. Oh my God, I want to hit that with chips. Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, so while we wait, we can be prepping other stuff that we need while we wait for that. So I would suggest for you to, what is it called? Start frying it. So the tomato paste, you can just prep that, like open your cans, and then you want to do your Maggies, you can open them up.
Wait, should I be using the entire can?
No. Okay, can I see the quantity of rice?
Just...
Okay, now you probably want to use like maybe half of the can.
Okay, but I like having a lot of the sauce.
You like, okay, obviously you like it because you almost finished. Okay, you want to use half of the can because you don't want it to be soggy because your rice is already cooked. Normally, I would suggest that you don't cook your rice. But do you have like a normal parboiled rice at home?
I have quinoa, if that counts.
You can also use quinoa, jollof quinoa, right? It's an amazing way to substitute rice. Actually, I've tried that before and it's absolutely delicious. Jollof quinoa is delicious, to be honest. You just need to like cook it like the same process, but we're gonna go through. That's what you do. You can use that, like I said, you can use basmati rice, long grain. You can use that. You can use any type of rice you have at home. What is the cook time on your quinoa, Debbie?
I think like 15 minutes.
Yes, that also works.
Should I start making it now?
No, we're gonna put it inside the sauce.
Oh, okay. I'll wait then.
Okay, so amazing. So now we have jollof rice and jollof quinoa in the house. We're gonna find out how that works. I've tried it before and it was delicious. I served it with salmon, but I didn't remember to take pictures, so that was that. Okay, do we all have long grain parboiled rice that is not cooked? Yes. Okay, awesome.
How many magic cubes should we unwrap?
Okay, so you want to unwrap about 6 of them.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, if you have more, set them aside, and your salt and everything that you need, your bay leaves, make sure everything is enriched.
So if I don't have the cube things, should I use vegetable stock or something?
You can use vegetable stock, which is one way that I cook for my vegetarian clients. So vegetable stock is another way to use. Some of these cubes also have like, you know, their version of vegetable, you know, stock. It's a I don't know what to say now. But you get what I mean? Like you can also get like you know, the cubes in vegetable version of them. So, which is amazing. Give me a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I have 6 of them. How is your kitchen smelling now? Amazing, right? How are we doing, Karen? Really good, yes. Yes, awesome.
How much vegetable stock should I be using? I'm gonna go grab some.
6 of them. If you don't, so from Nestas, when I was in college, one thing I used to do to make jollof rice is just there's chicken stock from Walmart. I think it's no. Now also have like stock cubes, right? you can also get those. They also work. Although it's not going to give you like the exact result as others, but you can also use that. Sorry, give me a second. I need to grab one thing. Is there a recipe? I'm writing. Yes. I can definitely send the recipes out after.
I had to take my stuff out of the oven because it got a bit too charred. Can I just show you just to see if
Yes.
it's still...
It's good. It's
like this.
That's perfect, babes.
Okay.
Okay, can we please use yours as an example? I think everything. Approximately how many did that? I mean, it depends on the temperature, right?
Yeah, my oven's really hot. So
yeah.
it doesn't take too long.
When it's hot like that, but not burnt. Do not burn it because you don't want a bitter taste to it, right? Okay, so please blend that up to a smooth paste. We can all check now on our vegetables and see.
Okay, quick question. I kind of assumed that you like wing the recipe because you know it so well, but is there like a specific recipe with like all the ingredients and measurements?
Yes, I'll send that to you and the 7 that can reach. I'll send that to you so we can share with every other person. Because it depends on how many you're cooking, but I'll send you and then you can use that to like how many. Actually, I'll do for 2 because I know most of us are probably like students and not making, for 4 people. So I'll make 2 people that I have and send it to you, and then you can quantify that if you want to make for 10 people, just double it, whatever that works for you. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
okay. So we're gonna blend that mixture. I'll suggest you blend your mixture now. Blend it to a fine, smooth, let it be smooth, really, really fine and smooth. You want that. And while we are doing that, you're gonna put your pot on the stove. Okay. You're gonna put your pot on the stove and we're gonna put it on 4. I'm using a gas cooker. So we're gonna put it on 4 and you can put it on medium. Here's the stitcher and can I see what it looks like?
Mine is also still charring. I feel like I'm changing the recipe so much. Oh, Fumi, you're muted.
Okay, yours probably need a little bit like, 2 minutes-ish for it to get done.
I think we're just gonna leave it a couple more minutes and it'll...
Yes, a couple more minutes to do.
Okay.
Wait, I also found some random cubes. It says tasty brown stew, but it is vegetables in it. Oh, hold on, you're muted again. Oh, there we go.
That works.
Oh, somebody's saying it's Japanese curry, but like, they're cubes.
I don't know. I haven't tried that before, so I won't suggest it. It will definitely change the taste.
I mean, it smells good, but I don't know. I feel like I'm changing your recipe too much. I'm just gonna use vegetable broth or something, but like I'm scared it's gonna make it too watery.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't add that because it's just gonna change the entire taste and purpose of it. So, don't worry about it. Honestly, you can just make it with like salt and the seasoning that you have. We're gonna work with that, right? And see, and the next time you can get like the Maggi, the liquid one that I suggested, if that's what's close to you. But you leave. Yeah, I believe she's vegetarian. Oh, she's vegan. Yes, I remember that. So you live really close to the African stores. Actually, if you live in Surrey, you live close to the African stores. So what you can do, some of this come in a vegetable version, like I said earlier. So you can just take your time and go down there and see if you can find some. If not, check Walmart and you select some vegetable stock cubes. Use that definitely. They work. Okay, so my pot is already hot. Are your vegetables ready? Are we ready?
Mine smell really good, but I can't tell because they're not charred or anything. So I think I'll just wait.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause a little bit for us, just so we can all follow along. So let's just talk, let's ask questions while we wait for everyone to get, the vegetables out of the oven.
Oh, I have a question actually. Would you recommend eating it by itself, or like, is there anything that you would pair with this dish?
Jollof rice, she's a goddess. You can eat jollof rice with absolutely anything. When I mean anything, I mean like any protein, to be honest. I believe when you will see on rice and you order for Jenny, I've made you jollof rice with tofu before, right? And it was so good, correct? So you can eat jollof rice with tofu if you're vegan or vegetarian. My go-to is pepper turkey. Unfortunately, I don't have that today. So, but if you check my Instagram, if you feel free, like I said, feel free to ask me for any recipe. If you see the turkey, just let me know. I will send you the recipe for that. So you can eat jollof rice with turkey. How long have I been a chef for? Going to 5 years now. Since I actually came here as a student, I developed the passion. I came here to study nursing, and I started cooking because I wanted, the Nigerian students and African students have something they can connect with. That was the whole essence of starting Lagoschop. And so that business has been on for 5 years, and professionally being a chef, it's been like almost 3 years. So yes. I believe that there's a part 2 to that question. I'm not sure.
It says, what do you enjoy about cooking?
What do I enjoy about cooking? Just cooking the food. I love trying new ingredients. I absolutely love. That's like my favorite thing on earth to do, to be honest. I don't know where the passion came from, but yeah, I'm on board with this. I love experimenting with new ingredients. I love trying new things from different countries. Spices, especially, I'm obsessed with spices. I don't know why, but yes, I'm obsessed with spices. So yeah, that's what I think I enjoy about cooking. And of course, eating the food. Come on, that's what I love. I love eating the food too, so that's one of my favorite things to do.
Okay, wait, I have another question. I found miso in my fridge. Do you recommend using this? No, okay.
Miso is a different thing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have the Knorr stock cubes. I think you were talking about them earlier, but I was blending, so I couldn't hear. How many of the stock cubes should we use?
Okay, you have the stock cubes. So yours is a little bit bigger. So I would suggest let's have 3 of those. And then if you need more for your test, exactly. And did you buy that from Walmart or where?
My boyfriend bought it. I don't know.
Okay. So that is the stock cube I was talking about. I believe that's from the company Knorr. So you can also, right? So you can also use that one. It also helps.
Big. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's the one. That's the one right there.
Okay, so I'll take 3 of these, and then we don't need to crush them yet, do we?
No, not yet. You can just open them, get them ready for their little exercise they're gonna do later.
I blended up my concoction.
Oh, awesome.
It's 3 servings, 3 to 4 servings.
Like I said earlier, just because we're cooking for different numbers of people, so I'm just gonna write recipe and I'll send it to Jenny for 2 people. How much rice should we have measured out? So here I've got 4 cups. This is exactly 4 cups of rice. If you're not using that much, then you can bring out, but I'm using 4 cups of rice for mine. Okay, I believe majority of us are ready to continue. Hello, Anaki, welcome. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just watching you. I'm just eating takeout actually, so I'm not cooking. But that's why I asked for the recipe, because I'm probably just gonna hand it off to my mom and cook it with her after.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask, like, what do you use this, or do you eat this rice like in events, or like what? Like, tell me.
Yeah. So jollof rice is one of the most amazing. I call her a queen. That is the name I have given her. She's most popularly known, especially in the African countries, popularly known as party jollof rice. In Nigeria, most especially, they serve it for like weddings, they serve it for like, ceremonies, like amazing for kings and queens and all of that, So if you want to make it at home, there is the version that is being made at home. And there is a version you look forward to when you're going to a party, to an event. That's the one you call the smoky party jollof. That's the one you look forward to in an event. So it's popularly known from like events. That's the smoky flavor, and that's what we're trying to get today. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to. Now, when you make party jollof rice, you're going to be the boss. Okay? I hope I answered your question. Okay, are we ready? Blended boards, are we good to go?
Okay. Am I doing anything with my quinoa rice or anything? Like, do I need to add water, or are we using like the tomato mixture?
We're gonna use tomato mixture. You can also bring out some water. We're gonna be using water later, but not right now.
Okay, because I'm scared that my quinoa is gonna like soak up all the liquid.
Yes, you definitely need liquid to like cook them, of course. We're gonna put water at some point, but we need to fry our sauce first. Add that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be adding about half or a quarter of this. Let me measure that. Yes. Okay. I just added. I'm just gonna show you what my pot looks like. This is it. Okay, let me just show you the quantity. Of course, I said I'll send the recipe, but just for the class, I'm gonna show you. Medium heat, please. That's what the temperature should be. You don't want to burn your sauce. And I'm going to be adding some of the tomato paste. So you want to open your tomato paste now and add it to if your pan is already hot with the oil, so you want to add that to it. Okay, add your tomato paste. I don't know if you can add the noise it's making. So you want to keep stirring your tomato paste in the pan. Try. I hope you guys can see inside of my pan.
Did you already make the plantains, or is that?
No, not yet. So while the rice is cooking, we're gonna jump on the plantain.
Wait, is this medium high heat?
Medium low on 5. Exactly medium. You don't want it to burn. So as you turn in your tomato paste, you're gonna notice your oil is getting like red. That's good. So don't panic.
I'm sorry, should we blend our veggies?
Yes, you blend it up. Blend it up to a fine, smooth paste.
Wait, you already added your vegetables?
No,
Oh.
no yet. Did you blend them already?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you have to blend them because it's gonna go next.
Oh, okay.
So as you're turning your tomato paste, your honey is getting red, so that's okay. And you see that your tomato paste is also like, distributing itself properly. So we're doing this just to remove like that tanginess from like the tomato paste. That's why we're doing this process. We're gonna fry this for about 2 more minutes. Please focus on it. You want to keep turning it so it doesn't get burnt. It smells amazing. Jollof rice, you can serve it with beef, you can serve it with chicken, you can serve it with tofu if you're the vegetarian person in the room. You can serve it with anything, beyond meat, whatever it is that you have available, you can serve it with it. And top to plantain, that's heaven on its own.
Is this like your mom's recipe or like family recipe or something?
So it's basically, my mom actually didn't teach me how to cook. It's been a recipe that I've seen everywhere, right? So we have a cook in my house that comes for like events and stuff. So I watch, she wakes me up in the morning to like cook with her. So I watch her cook sometimes. And then I brought in my own little, finger to make it more redefined to what it's easier and more, you get what I mean? Easier for you to make. So you can call it my recipe. Okay. Are we ready? Do we have a vegetable blender? Okay, sounds great.
Do I need to blend it with oil or any liquid or just by itself?
So you just pour the entire thing in your tray into your blender. The liquid inside it, that's what we're going to be using to blend it. Oh, that smells good. For tomato paste, I have a brand to recommend. This is no promotion, disclaimer. But it's really nice, and you want your rice to like be red. So I found this guy, amazing. In case you want to try it out, amazing. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna turn that into something later. Okay, so it's okay now. We're gonna add the puree to the paste. So what you want to do next is add this to the stove. Be careful, it might be so bubbly, so please watch your eyes. I'm also gonna have like the second one. There you go.
Whoops. So I have a friend, she's from Ghana, and she told me that there's like a little rivalry with like the rice with, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is it Nigeria or?
Okay, so there's been like a war since the longest, I don't even know, probably since before anyone of us was born. about jollof rice, like which country have the best jollof rice, Nigeria or Ghana? Of course, I would say Nigeria have the best jollof rice. I've tried, honestly, I'm not trying to be biased because I'm from Nigeria, but I've tried Ghanaian jollof rice and I've given them benefit of the doubt for the longest time, like several times, but I haven't found the one that surpasses Nigeria one. So I'll say Nigeria rice. I'll say Nigeria jollof rice.
So like I had another question. So I'm Sri Lankan, so a lot of our food is also very spicy and lots of seasoning and stuff. And I think like, I don't know, some spices that define it is like cinnamon, like chilies and stuff like that. But like, I was wondering what is like some spices that kind of define Nigerian cooking?
Okay, for Nigerians, from what I've learned from like my grandmothers and my mom and my aunties, it's mostly like we have different spices, honestly. For instance, like the Maggi cube is one of the major one in every household. Maggi cube, anywhere you go, you will find this, right? It's like there's no cooking without this, to be honest. And I don't know why, but yeah, Maggi cube is one of our spices that you definitely see everywhere. There's one for like soup, so we have different type of dishes. So like rice dishes, you use Maggi, of course. Scotch bonnets is a big one. Yes, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Scotch bonnets is a really, really big one. There's some household, I once had a friend that in their house, they don't use tomatoes to cook, like strictly pepper, legit, pepper. That's what they cook with. Or maybe they want to like make it a little bit less. They use like bell pepper and stuff. But yeah, real quick, this is what my mix is looking like at the moment. Okay. So I'm gonna put that back on the stove. Awesome. I'm gonna put that back on the stove and we're gonna start seasoning. I'm gonna come back to your question. So I'm adding my cubes. So you wanna break them. So here's the first Maggi. You wanna break them into your sauce now. Now we have a sauce. So yes, another seasoning that Nigeria is also known for that we use in our soups. So they're different culture, right? We have like varieties of them. So for those of you that are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just adding the Maggi cubes to the sauce now. So yeah, like I was saying, we have different cultures and each cities, cultures have their own way of cooking. So you want to talk about techniques too when it comes to Nigerian food. Technique is a big one. How a particular dish is cooked, how you cook it, the way you cook it. Like sometimes my auntie can be like, no, you can't cook this particular food on a gas stove. It has to be wooden fire, wood, you know what I mean? So technique is also one of the biggest things when it comes to Nigerian cooking. Please mix your sauce with it. Okay, so techniques, like I was saying, major aspect of it. And that's the ingredients for soups. So for instance, like there's something called vegetable soup, right? For vegetable soup is basically spinach, we like meats and like all sorts of, gadgets inside it. I said gadgets. I can't believe myself. So I'm gonna add curry, a little bit of curry. So I'm gonna be using about a tablespoon for this. If you're not cooking as much rice as I am, you'll probably use a teaspoon. A teaspoon is a good way to start. And I'm also gonna be using my thyme now, the same amount, one equal amount for that. And right now I'm gonna be adding my bay leaf to it. What is my bay leaf? There you go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bay leaves, like medium size, like literally tiny. You're gonna add that and mix. So bay leaf for sure is also one of the major, thing that we use in cooking, especially for rice dishes. So for the vegetable, you use something they call, from my tribe, I'm Yoruba. From my tribe, we use something they call iru, which is locust beans in English. Locust beans, you can search that up. Amazing. It is delicious. It has a nasty smell, but trust me, it's the bomb. And some people eat it like that. And some people use it in soups. Far behind how much of the spice, or you want to use a tablespoon of each. Your curry and thyme, tablespoon, but if you're not cooking as much as I am, use a teaspoon, please. So mix that together.
Sorry, what do I do with my mixture of onion and tomato?
Have you started frying your tomato paste?
Yes.
Okay, so add that to it. So pour your mixture that you've blended into the tomato paste on the stove. Okay. And then add your spices, your curry, your thyme, your Maggi, and I'm gonna add salt. So please season. Normally I would say season to your taste. Some people don't like a lot of salt. Some people, like salt. So please season to your taste. It's really important. I'm gonna be using a tablespoon for now.
And someone mentioned how Scotch bonnet is popular there. I've had it. I love it. I love spice and stuff. If I'm sweating, that's awesome. But is this current dish really spicy, or?
So you can make two versions of this, which is a spicy one and non-spicy one. If you want it spicy while you're grilling, I don't know if you're here when we're putting the vegetables in the grill, but if you're grilling it, you can put a Scotch bonnet, as many as you want, to be honest, how hot you want it to be. So I'm just gonna taste my sauce for seasoning. What was that? Oh yes, it's a definitely. Oh my god, that's so delicious. I want more. I believe I have a question. Yes. That's a mixture of curries and stuff. So if you have the masala at home and you want that, flavor, you try to. Honestly, I have a lot of Indian friends because I feel like my spice level is what is connecting them to me. But that city is that country is one of the places I want to go and load myself with spices. So we've tried something using what is it called? Some of the spices from your country to incorporate into our dishes. But when that is out and we finalize, I'll definitely let you guys know. And yeah, but I'm really excited for you to find out what we're up to. So at this point, you want to reduce your temperature to number 3, medium low. Sorry, really low, low 8. My bad. So while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my rice. So while that is cooking, we're gonna wash our rice. So you just want to basically rinse your rice about 3 to 4 times, just to remove that extra starch from it. You want it to soak up your sauce really nice. Jenny, where are you?
I don't know if I should rinse my quinoa. Should I?
Your quinoa, I believe it does not need rinsing. So just wait for us while we want to add it, then add the quinoa.
So I'm actually ahead? Oh my goodness. I'm so used to falling behind because I was trying to catch up and now I'm ahead.
What are you talking about? You submit all your assignments ahead of time. You're always ahead. You're never behind.
That's true. That's true. But when it comes to cooking, it's different.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wash. So reduce the temperature to reduce the heat on your stove to low, and then let that be cooking. While that is cooking, then we're gonna wash the rice 3 to 4 times to remove extra starch from it. Hi. Okay, so I'm done washing my rice. So basically, we're just gonna add the rice to taste your sauce and make sure there's enough salt and seasoning. If there isn't, add more to it. How are you doing, Karen? I can't see you anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna add the rice to it, properly washed. I'm adding Jennifer. You can add your cumin to it now.
I'm doing good. One of my roommates just went home, so I didn't want to put him on video in case he didn't feel comfortable.
Oh, okay, no worries. So you can add your rice now.
Is this enough quinoa?
Can I see the quantity of your sauce?
Oh, I did a lot of sauce.
The good thing about that is you can portion your sauce and put them in the freezer. Whenever you need them, just bring them out. It's amazing, right? And then you don't have to repeat all the process all over again. So if you think your cumin is too little for your sauce, just bring out a little bit of it.
Okay.
Right? You're gonna bring a little bit of the sauce to the side, and if you think your rice, those that are cooking too, is too much, bring a little bit of the sauce to the side. And add your rice. So what I'm doing right now is mixing. I'm just trying to incorporate the rice into the sauce, mix it properly. Let them make love to each other, like fall in love. That's the whole point. You want the rice and the sauce to fall in love with each other.
Okay, I think I'm gonna add water now because my quinoa is not cooked or anything. And I'm waiting for it to boil, right? Because I'm making quinoa.
Okay, so you can add water to it. So the next step after this, while I'm mixing my rice, is to also add water. So you want to add water, and then when you're mixing it, here's the technique that I use to make sure you don't want your rice to be soggy and you don't want it to not be cooked. So you might have to add water at some point later, like when the water dries up. But what you can do, the technique that I use is adding water, and then when I'm mixing it, if my hand is like moving freely, then the water is okay for that moment. Yeah. Sounds great. So I also suggest when you're adding water, use hot water. So that also helps.
I just put water in my tomato can, so I
Okay,
get
yeah.
all of this.
Use that to rinse it. Exactly what I did. So here's where my sauce was, and I used that to take water. Very smart. You're following me in the spirit, Jennifer. Okay, please take back your the heat to medium. Medium high heat is what we need now because we're gonna start cooking it. I would suggest you start small with the water. It's okay to add a little bit of water if it's not totally cooked in the middle. Anywhere you can add the water later, but don't start with so much water so your eyes don't come out soggy. Okay.
Is it better they come out soggy or like not like too dry?
Not soggy. It is better if it's not soggy. You want to be able to feel the grains. You want to see the grains out, you know?
Like what consistency should it be at? Like,
Can you see this?
oh, okay, yeah.
So like I said, I was saying earlier, Jennifer, my technique that I use is when I'm mixing it, when I'm adding the water and I'm mixing it, if my hand is going smooth and I'm not feeling like the resistance from it, then the water is okay. You want to start with that first. I don't know if you guys can see real close. There's not a lot of water in mine. It's more like so saucy, right? So you want to start with that, let it cook with that. And then if you need more, then you continue to add more. So I'm gonna add, so this is another technique to use. If you have tinfoil, just cut some out. We're gonna be needing some of this. Tinfoil or parchment paper. Back home, you can legit just use like a shopping bag and like cover it. That is absolutely okay too. If you have that, whatever it is you have available. So I like to use this because it also helps to control like the liquid. It traps in the steam and all of that. Can we just put a lid on the pot? I would suggest you use, if you don't have tinfoil, you can use parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, then you can use the shopping bag. Where is one of those? This guy, you just like put it on top of it. This is actually the old technique to use. This is what my great grandparents and all of that have been using. But of course, it's probably not like the healthier version. So you want to start with this. So what you want to do is cover it like so. You want to just like, strap in the edge. While you do this, if you notice when you're boiling rice and you just put the lid on top, yes, the water is coming up, although it's also trapping it, but jollof rice, we want it to cook. So we're using the steam and everything, the flavors, everything is getting trapped. So nothing is coming out of the, the little hole from, the lid. So we're gonna go ahead and use the cover of your pot to cover that too.
So is the rice supposed to be like fluffy after, or how does the texture come out?
Grainy. You want to see the grain? Yes.
No, like once it's cooked.
Once it's cooked, yes.
So it's like grainy?
Yes.
Okay. Not like fluffy and soft.
No, it is soft and fluffy, but like not you want it to be able to like separate them. Mm-hmm. Like it's not mashed together.
Okay.
Yes, it's fluffy. It's like how you cook basmati rice.
Okay.
You want it to come out fluffy, yes. Sorry, I believe there's a question somewhere. Do we turn the temperature down after it's covered? No, you want to leave it on medium A. Please, not on high. You don't want your rice to burn, please.
Like around 5 or
5, perfect. 5 is the number. So while you're that, you can be cleaning up. So we're gonna leave this for the first 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it takes that long. For the first, we'll check up on it in 15 minutes. Jennifer, I know you're cooking. So we're gonna, for those of us that are cooking rice, we're gonna check up on this in 15 minutes, right? Jennifer, I know you're cooking quinoa, and your quinoa will be ready in 15 minutes. So you wanna check up on your quinoa in about 5 minutes, yeah? Make sure you mix it properly with the sauce. I think Jennifer is gonna eat dinner before all of us, so that's good. That's good. So you want to clean up while you're waiting, or if you have any other thing to do. And the other thing we have to do is cutting plantain. We're gonna prep our plantain. Right, I've got some cleanup to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You've got your plantain, yes. I have 2 versions of plantain, the ripe ones, and then the ripe one. I'm gonna show you guys later. So I brought this to also demonstrate, just in case that's where you find the installs, right? So this is like the early ripe stage, right? This is probably like the 3rd version. Aha, we got this guy's on. There you go. That's like the 2nd stage of it. And you're probably looking at like the 3rd stage. And this stage, this is one of my favorite stage to use for like if you're using beans. So there's a particular beans we cook in Nigeria. It's like with palm oil and stuff like that with spices and stuff. If you fry this with that, boom. Okay, that's what's right. So this one is good for like plantain if you want to fry that. But yeah, I'm gonna be using this guy because now he's already very sweet and delicious. It's gonna be bomb with the jollof rice. I'll fry one of these 2 just so you guys can see like the difference in texture.
The yellow one is closer to like a potato texture, right?
It depends on the kind of potato. Like you mean fries?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of fries. This one is probably the closest to the fries texture.
Yeah.
But this one, the texture. Oh, let me see. What is? Please, somebody help me. What is the texture this guy is close to?
I feel like that one is a little bit harder, right? Because I tried both, like when I make it, and it's like.
yeah, the starches in the green and the yellow ones, the starches haven't softened up yet, so it's like it's tougher.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. You're the best. Okay, I've got my chopping board with my knife. We're gonna be needing that and the bowl to put your plantain. So what you wanna do? What you wanna do? You're so worried about. I'll make you there like exposing sound in my stove. How is the cure doing?
Dude, it was like, I think it's because it's boiling. I have it on medium, but it's like boiling. So it's like pop.
So what you want to do, because we all use like different gas stoves, right? We all use like different stove tops. So the electric is probably a lot faster than the gas ones and stuff like that. So you want to, I usually play, like sometimes I also like cooking clients' house. Like I do, you know, I'm also a personal chef. So if you're looking for a personal chef, I'm also available. So I do that. So what I do is play with the stoves. You want to be able to like know the temperature that works with what you're cooking, and the type of pot you're using also matters when cooking, right? Because all of them like takes in it differently. If you're using a stainless steel, it takes in differently than a non-stick and a different, you know, This personal check figure. I cannot disclose that, baby. I can't. I can't. But yeah, I cook for celebrities and all of that that come into Vancouver. So check that out. So what you want to do is cut the plantain this way, and you also cut like the second tip up and down. Please feel free to contact me if you're looking for a personal chef. Any African cooked food, I got you. Aha. What I just did is I ran the tip of my knife through the back of the plantain, and then you just like use your finger to open it nicely. Sometimes the plantain can be deceitful. Why did I say that? Because sometimes they look so ripe at the back, but then it's really firm. This one is actually really firm. Okay, so I've got this. I'm gonna cut it. I know the pot is probably like blocking you guys right now. But what you want to do, so the different, I'm gonna also teach you like different ways to like cut plantain. Or you can cut them into rounds, which I like to do for like my events. If I'm having big events, maybe because I want to put them in sticks or something, I like to cut them round. You want to cut them like about an inch. About an inch to 2 inches. That is perfect. That is the thickness we're looking for. If they're too tiny, it will like burn really fast, to be honest. So you want to cut them like that. If you can go to your stove and check if your food is not burning, leave the temperature the way it is. If it is, please, your stove can be a lot faster than mine. So just reduce it. You can put it on 3 or 3.5. That also works. Karina, how are we doing? I can't see you. Signify if you can hear me. Are you following along? Guys, going?
I couldn't find a plantain today. I tried my hardest to cute grocery stores. I couldn't find any.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes you don't find them. Like if you can go to African stores, you can check Canadian Superstore. Sometimes they carry that. Walmart has them sometimes. Yeah, it's correct. Walmart, they have them.
Yeah, like in I live in Richmond, and the superstore there has like a lot. They have a really good like quality of it too. Like I was surprised. It was so beautiful there.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, some of them have them and they're so nice and fresh. They're usually so good when they're fresh. So my farm plantain packaged chips, but not actual plantain. Those ones are for snacks. So you can snack on those ones. So here's my first cut of plantain. So here's the first shape you can do. I'll show you 3 different shapes that you can do. And they're beautiful. You wanna just make your plating look really nice and cute. So this is the first one that we're gonna do. Just gonna transfer that. Okay, I'm gonna cut the second one now. Same process, cut the tip, both tips, cut them, run your knife through the back, and peel. Okay, so this one is like the traditional way of cutting plantain I grew up to know. You just basically wanna like, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna put it on my hand this way. Yeah, I think the angle is better. Yeah, so this is like the second shape you wanna do. So you're cutting it like in an angle. Let's be careful. If your knife is sharp, do it. I'm just showing it so that you guys can see it. Can you see like the angle that is right now? I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you when I'm done. So same process, you wanna cut like about an inch. So inches. Okay. There you go. This is the second shape of plantain. And as you can see, it looks different, right? So you cut that at an angle. I don't know the exact angle, but you just like slanted. I don't know. Can you see it? Okay, sounds great. I'm gonna set that aside. If you wanna like be all fancy and all, this is another step to use. Cut both tips the same way. Run your knife to the back. Peel it. Oh my God, Jennifer, are you okay? She said her tomato splashing. Oh yeah, I get that a lot. I feel like majority of my breakout actually comes from like cooking. Just because they walk around my face. Okay, so this one, what I'm doing different, I'm gonna cut this into two. I'm gonna cut it into two. You can also cut it into three. So what you wanna, okay. There you go. So we add this. What you want to do is like make a stick with it. So cut it into two. And then you go this way. So you cut this into three. I don't know if I can see. I'm using my hand just because you can see my board right now. Oopsie. Okay. So you want to get this. Clear enough. So you want to get the shape. There you go. If you want to be fancy, so I call this one, this is a shape. So if you want to have it like chips, like it looks like fries, right? So if you want to be all fancy and all, you can just lay them up nicely. And while you're your friends, and be like, oh wow, that looks cool. That's like, yeah, you're a professional chef now.
For me, our rice was burning on the bottom.
Was brilliant. Okay, so 1 second, let me just finish my hand. What you want to do is reduce the temperature if it starts to burn. So we finished the process of putting it on 5. It's just to like make it smoky. It's going to burn a little bit, but not so much. So you can smell like the smokiness, right? And now you can turn it down all the way to like 3 or 2. So we're gonna start slow cooking it.
Okay, great.
Okay, I believe it's about 15 minutes already, right? Is anybody checking time first?
Yeah, it's been about 15 minutes. Like 13.
15 minutes. Jennifer, I'm so sorry. Kiwa hates me. I regret my choice. Oh, sorry, my darling. Okay, so now we're gonna check on our rice. This is the first check. Pull up your lid, check on it. So this is what my rice looks like. Can you guys see? Right with the sauce. Can you see it? Is it clear enough?
Should we add more water if it looks like it's drying out?
Yes, you add more water if you need more water. So you want to try, see the grain. If you still has a lot of water inside it, you just need to cover it. So what I will do right now, mine still has a lot of water inside it. I'm just gonna cover it back and let it keep cooking until the entire water dries out and everything looks dry on top. Nice and slow. Gonna put down 3 while we finish cutting our plantain. Like I said, if we're moving so fast for you and you have questions, let me know. And if you have any question, please feel free to message me on Instagram I'll be more than happy to respond to your messages. Or if you want to do a video call while you're cooking, as soon as I have the time, I'm more than happy to help you with that.
Man, that's a dangerous offer. You shouldn't offer to everyone.
Don't call me every day. Don't call me every day. The good part is we'll be having I'm coming up with a class, a cooking class for summer. So you guys definitely look out for that. It's gonna be around June. So look out for that. We're gonna be having cooking classes. So I'm excited about that.
How can we register for that? Is it are you linking it on your Instagram bio?
Yes. I'm gonna when it's time, I'm gonna put like the link and how you register for it and the time, the day on my Instagram bio, on my website. Everything is gonna be there, so you know. It's gonna be honestly in your face every day, to be honest. So you definitely catch that. Okay, I think we have a comment. Instagram, I have Twitter, Lagoschop. It's basically Lagoschop, how the name is spelled. Yes, Lagoschop.com for my website, Lagoschop on Twitter, everywhere, Lagoschop. Facebook, Lagoschop, you find me there. Okay, we're gonna proceed while we're waiting for the rice. We're gonna proceed to fry the plantain. So I don't have a small frying pan. My frying pan is huge. So what you want to do is add the frying pan to the stove and put it on I8. We need the oil to be very, very hot. And I'm gonna add the rest of my oil that I added earlier into it. Please, while at least feel free to ask me any question, you guys, suggestions, any question at all. Okay. So for the plantain, we're gonna be deep frying them, not shallow fry. If you're looking for like an healthier version, thank you so much for coming, Warren. I really appreciate it. I'll be sending out the recipe, so you can definitely reach out to Jennifer. Like by tomorrow, the recipe will be with her. And yeah, feel free to make the jollof rice and tag me on Instagram, tag me everywhere. I'm more than happy to help you with your questions too. How is your keyword going, Jennifer?
Well, it's not sprouting, but this always happens to me, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, so add a little bit of butter. You probably want to, like, you know, steam cook it and just put it on low heat and like let it boil.
It's on the lowest setting, but like look at the lid. This is like all the pop stuff.
And that's why you want to add like the first layer, and it apparently helps it from being so messy. And I mean, look at the difference between my lid. You only have a steam on it, right? So that helps. I said put the foil first, and then you put your lid on top, just for the pressure. Yeah. So I'm waiting for my oil to get hot. We're gonna deep fry. I'm excited about dinner today, you guys. I'm having jollof rice. I hardly eat like my own food because by the time I finish cooking, I'm super exhausted and I just want to go to bed, shower and go to bed. I'm so happy I'm having jollof rice.
I saw on your website that you sell egusi too. How do you pronounce it properly? Sorry.
Egusi.
Egusi, yeah. So can I order that with like veggies, or because I'm also vegan too?
Vegan.
Sorry?
Egusi, what I can do is make it without the meat, but I haven't tried experimenting with like tofu, like they add tofu. But for your sake, honestly, I'm thinking about that right now. That's a good idea. Now you're putting that in my head. So I'm definitely going to like figure that out and let you know. Message me so I know it's you. But what I can just do is make the egusi only, and then we can get that delivered. We also do delivery to like Vancouver, downtown, UBC, anywhere you are. To be honest, we can get it delivered to you. So yeah, we offer egusi. We offer like different things, vegetable soups, jollof rice, fried rice, small chops is one of our favorite.
And
Top
puff
sellers.
puff. And puff puff. I love the puff puff.
I think her and Vanessa, they're obsessed with puff puff. It's an obsession, to be honest. Yeah, puff puff is like a deep fried dough, delicious, amazing. You can have it as sweet. You can have it savory with like pepper sauce. We also make pepper sauce that you can eat with anything at all. Pepper sauce, you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with anything, noodles. When you're cooking, when you're making hot pot, you can just put some inside it. Delicious. You like pepper? I believe you're gonna love it. It's spicy. You're gonna love it. Okay, my oil is almost up. So for the plantain, so you can add salt. I'm not really a fan of salt, so I don't add salt to my plantain, but you can sprinkle a little bit of salt. I hope everyone can hear me. Hello, hello. Okay, awesome. You can hear me. That's great. So for plantain, you can sprinkle salt on it and like just toss it together. But if you don't like salt, I'm not really a fan of salt. I'm not so big on it. I'm not gonna be adding salt to mine. I'm gonna go ahead. You can test run your oil if it's hot enough. You can just put a little bit. If it's frying, then we're gonna start frying. My oil is hot enough. Please make sure you're checking on your rice. Your jollof rice, do not let it burn so much. Okay.
Sorry. I just told my mom that we can order from you, and she was like, "Oh, can we order today?" But then I'm just thinking like it probably takes like a week or not like a few days, right, or something. Like it's pre-order.
Yes, you have to order a day ahead just because we have a lot of people trying to get food, which I'm really blessed to have. So I try to attend to everyone. So I'll usually say order at least 2 days ahead of time, just so you get your food the day you want it. So order at least 2 days ahead, or you can order a day before, just so we can arrange delivery and everything and make sure you get it on time. Okay. So what I'll do, my jollof rice, let's try it up. I'm gonna mix that. Oops. Don't splash on me. Okay, I'm just gonna test it for seasoning. So at this point, you want to taste your rice for seasoning, for salt, Maggi, whatever it is you need. And if it's soft enough, okay, so mine need a little bit of water. So here's what I do to avoid like the mushy texture. I section like some parts in the rice. So you just like make a little bit of, well, sort of, and then add a little bit of water like that. Make another well in another section, add water like that. There you go. And then you cover it back with the rice, right? You cover it back. Okay, my rice is so good. I can't wait for it to be ready. And I hope you guys is going the same way. I'm super excited.
It's so good, but my quinoa is just not sprouted, so I added a little bit of my rice, and I wish I just stuck with rice in the beginning.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna let you know how to properly cook that. There you go. I'm gonna cover this back and just let it cook away. Okay, are we ready for our plantain? So you wanna get like a colander or a sieve. If you have one of this at home, that is awesome. Just like, you know, put your plantain into it when you're done frying. If you have one of this, that's great. If you have a colander, you can use that. You just layer it to like, you know, it doesn't matter, to be honest. If it's just a plate, I'm gonna be using that just so we're home about it. Okay. Let's fry plantain. Okay, this is one thing I usually tell people. Do not fry plantain before your rice is ready. To be honest, just because you're gonna finish eating it because it's so good, you're gonna finish eating it by the time your dinner is ready. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Be careful, the oil is hot. Okay, I'm gonna move this backwards a little so that's good too. There you go. You can see a little bit of it, right? Not so much. That's good. I feel so bad for those that are not cooking right now and just writing the recipe. Make sure you separate your plantain so they're not sticking together. How's it going, Jenny?
I've given up on making my quinoa sprout, so I just added the rest of my rice, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. Okay, maybe try, maybe it's the quinoa brand you're using. Try boiling that first. Like just, you know, pre-cooking it. Maybe that would help with the brand of quinoa.
Oh, you muted yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna try pre-boiling,
Yeah.
like pre-cooking the quinoa.
You can hear me now, right?
Oh, you muted yourself again.
Okay, you can hear me now, right?
Yes. But I can't see you.
I don't know why my phone is muted. There you go. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. It smells so good. Yes. Yes. So so garnishing your dish is totally optional. But because I have to make plates look fancy all the time, I find myself using like herbs. So the herbs you can use like spring onions, which is also cilantro. You can use cilantro, I meant. You can use cilantro, you can use parsley. You can either chop them up and like just sprinkle them around. I'll kind of like show you guys how to use that. Or you can just use like, you know, the springs and put them nicely for like cute photos. I made so much more rice than I thought. Oh, that's more rice for you, baby. That is more rice for you. There is a mistake. I keep adding water and there's a lot now. Oh my God. So what you want to do is scoop out, you mean your quinoa needs a lot?
Yeah, my quinoa needs a lot of water to boil, so I just kept adding more and more water, but then like I guess the water evaporated, so it's just like a lot.
Wait, I can't hear you so loud. Sorry. Can you say that again?
I just made a lot because my quinoa needs a lot of water to cook. So I kept adding a little, like I was stirring and then adding water, and then it just made the pot before it was like this, but now it's like up here.
Oh wow. Yeah, just because quinoa doubles itself, right? Like that's why. Oh my god, now you have so much more. Everyone have a lot of rice. Yes, that's amazing. Woohoo! You have rice for the week. Please send some to Anki and the rest of us.
Yes, please.
Please send rice to them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to share. Okay. My plantain is legit taking its time. So what you want to do is let the plantain, you want to get like a golden brown color on your plantain and then flip it. Mine is not up to that, so I'm gonna flip it. Another thing that I believe makes food delicious, I mean for me, is dancing. So when I'm cooking, I dance a lot. In case you see me moving, yeah, I dance a lot when I'm cooking, and it's amazing. And music, yes, that is a life. Food and music is one of my favorite things. Like honestly, I don't know how I found myself in the music line too, but I can totally say that to you. I also co-own a radio station, so it's amazing. To be honest, I just dance away. Jennifer, share with us.
It's just uncooked quinoa.
Yes, I totally agree. Like, greatest gift, man.
Yeah. Mine is a little bit crunchy because of the uncooked quinoa, but it's okay because I like crunchy foods.
Yeah. As long as it's edible, you can eat it. That's fine. We're gonna walk around that quinoa together, okay? Okay. Here's my plantain. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna flip it now. It looks golden brown. I'm gonna flip it to the other side. Please check on your rice and make sure it's not burning. Make sure it's not too dry. If it needs more water, add more water to it. Jennifer, I just remembered. It's funny. I just remembered another African restaurant. African store. You can get it, and it's an ala store too, so you can definitely get like vegetarian and vegan stuff from there. It's called 7 Day Seafood in Surrey. If I get you 7 Day Seafood, you can get like amazing spices and stuff from there.
Okay, I will check it out because my mom threw out a bunch of my spices because I never use them.
Sure. How are you guys doing, bud? Right. Oh, awesome. We have somebody. Chinese rice is cooked.
I think ours is good, but it's just like a little bit firm. So we added a little bit of water and put the lid back on.
Oh, great. I think mine is almost done too. It's still firm. So for carrying, if your rice is cooked, what you want to do, put it on low heat, like just, turn it off, turn the stove off. And if it's still, for you, you said it's still a little bit firm, right? So if it's soft, but just, has that uncooked, left, you want to turn it to like minimum, right? You want to turn it to minimum, and like, or like turn it to like 1, and then still leave it and just cover it and transfer it to another stove, and then let the steam do the working, and then let the steam. So by the time you're pulling it out, it's fluffy and nice, and you know it's separated. It's not gummy. It's not mushy.
Sounds great.
So Karen, if you say your rice is cooked, right? Serve it in a nice bowl and plate it out. Let's see, we have our stove is definitely, ooh, yes, 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 that's perfect. Perfect.
I know you said you can freeze the sauce, but can you
Sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, I know you said you can freeze the sauce, but can you freeze the rice, or how long does it last in the fridge for?
The rice, usually you can put it in the fridge for like up to like a week, and it will be good. It tastes delicious the same way. It can go for like 2 weeks. Honestly, as long as your fridge temperature is perfect, your rice can go as long as you want it.
Oh, but you shouldn't freeze the rice, right? Like, is it bad
Sorry?
to freeze the rice? Is it bad to freeze the rice?
The rice, no, absolutely not. You can freeze it, but you know when you freeze stuff, when you bring it out in the first day, kind of as the water, you know, liquid is coming out. So I would suggest you do, but you can do that as long as you know you can eat it like in the space of 1 week. Man, that's doable, you know? Yeah. Okay, I'm just having my plantain. Ooh, I'm so happy for you. This side is so good. Hi, Gabriel. Sorry, I gotta take off. So much for me. Oh,
Thank you so much for teaching us. This is so yummy.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Karen, can I see? Let's see. Yum, that looks so delicious. I'm so happy for you.
It's so good.
Okay, I'm taking the first batch of my plantain now. So I like it this way, a little bit of, you know, it's golden brown. So as you can see, I have 2 textures. Yes, you're gonna add tofu. So there's this one. Let me show you guys. So this is the second one we did, right? It has like, oh, it's hot. Right? This is the texture. You can see it's a little bit crunchy on the edge. And then this is the first one. You can see how soft and nice it looks like. That is perfect for your jollof rice. If you want to go towards like the chips, you use like the light skinned one. But like for rice and every other thing, you can use like the softer version.
I think we cut our plantains a little thick, so maybe we just cook them longer, eh?
Sorry, say that again?
I think we cooked the plantains we cut them thick, so should we just leave them a little bit longer?
Yes, sure. As long as what the aim is for it to be golden brown and cooked, right, and fried. So if it's thick, you can just leave them a little bit longer. That's fine.
Okay.
I have this ones that are like chips now, so I'm just gonna fry them up. Okay. So you want to try your plantain. If you want salt, add salt. Mine is so good, and I feel like I'm gonna finish it. Delicious.
This
Plantain
is
absolutely delicious.
mine.
Ooh, yes, baby. Okay, you want that to be dried out, Kikiwa? You want it to dry so it can be fluffy by the time you're having it. But I feel like Jennifer cannot wait.
It's too good.
Karen, thank you so much for sharing us.
No problem. Thank you so much for teaching.
This feels like porridge, but really good porridge.
Sorry, I don't, it's so low. I keep banging my mouth. Mine is cooked. I'm just gonna transfer it. I'm just waiting for the plantain to get done. And we're gonna plate our delicious jollof rice. If your jollof rice is cooked, please transfer it to the next stove. Leave it covered so it can still be steaming. I'm gonna finish frying the plantain. Please feel free to ask me any question.
Okay, I want to make it like dried like you said, but I'm scared it's gonna burn.
Sorry, say that again.
I want to make it dried like you said, but I'm scared it's gonna burn.
Okay, so you can reduce the heat and just cover it. So that is one of the purpose of the tin foil. You're so cute when you're eating that. That is the purpose of the tin foil, just so it can help put in the water and it's gonna dry it out, right? It's similar to like cooking biryani. I don't know if anyone of you something like that, yes. It's pretty much the same. So little story, my friends, his name is Ankit. He taught me, like, we tried to make jollof biryani and it was superb, like delicious. Like it was so good.
Since you said it's like biryani, I think my mom can make that easily. So I'll send her the recipe.
Yeah.
She'll love this. Yeah, I think she'll love it.
Yeah, she'll be able to do that. How's it going, guys? Boy, are you almost done? Oh, yes, I can see the tasting going on. That is the exciting part, yes.
I think we're good, eh? I think we're good. We're gonna put some in the bowl and show.
Yes, we have jollof rice. Yes, it's like you're infusing, a different tribe into it. So if you want to do that, absolutely, I would say that. Yours is like biryani. Yes, absolutely. You can try that and it's amazing. I'm gonna transfer this. Okay, we are almost done. Don't finish your plantain, guys. Wait for your rice to be ready. Don't be like me. So what I usually do is get ready if I'm having like guests. I know, Jen, please share with Grandpa, please do. So usually when I'm serving guests for plating, I love using white plates, just because it pops, like any food you're cooking with white plates, it makes it pops, you know? Everything shows on like white plates. So I'm gonna be using white plates to plate for jollof rice because I'm gonna be serving a lot inside the bowl. That's why I'm using this big. But if you have like a flat plate, like this one, you can also use that. Another thing, if you wanna be fancy, if you have like a nice small bowl, you can just put the rice inside it, level it up, and like use that as a mold, and that also looks beautiful. Or you can just have it the way Jenny decided to serve as in a small bowl and Karen too. So she's literally eating it like from the I love it. I love that, Jenny. I love it. I'm just waiting for my plantain to finish frying and we're gonna serve. You can also serve this with egg if you don't have any meat or chicken, anything at all. You can serve it with boiled egg. That also works. Cut it nicely and just put it around your rice. Absolutely delicious. Come on, Plantain. Fry away. I'm so excited to see you guys' results. Hi, Paula. I haven't heard you talk. Hello, Kitty.
This is the best that I can do.
It's okay. As long as it's delicious for you, my darling. Make sure you try the recipe. Of course, when I send it to you, just try it again and send me pictures. I agree. But it looks delicious. Yes, the vibrant red color you want from the tomato paste, you have that, Jenny. That's beautiful.
Thank you to whoever tagged us on, like tagged SFSS events on the Instagram story post, because I'm like ashamed to post mine. Like it's so good, but I don't know. So I'll repost yours instead.
I'm gonna take pictures for you, okay? Okay, so my rice is ready. I'm just gonna serve it into this amazing bowl. This is the reason why I like this tomato paste, because it's super red and really, really, really nice. It's smoky, very hot. Beautiful. I'm so excited today. There you go. Got the jollof rice. You can see, you guys, this is my results. Okay, are you guys done? What else? The else?
That looks so good.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
I ate. Oh, are we doing like a picture? I ate mine, but I can get another. Like I can get the pot out.
You can get the pot out. Okay.
Yeah, and like if we're.
I'm gonna stop recording and then we can do like a cute little picture.